My name is Xavier Nash, coming to you live from Arlington, Texas. So, this live segment, I want to talk to y'all about what it means to me of being chosen. So, for me personally, being chosen by God, I would say it's an honor first and foremost. Also, I want to say, hmm hold on, just checking some things out real quick. Give me 1 second. Okay, cool. But yeah, being chosen means you typically stand out of the crowd. You change the atmosphere in rooms that you enter, and you have heavenly gifts that the Most High ordained upon your life. These will slowly start coming out. You'll start realizing the different type of gifts and abilities that you have. Confirmations will come in different people, different things manifesting before your eyes through prayers that you had prayed for maybe long ago that you forgot. Constant prayer, being closer to God, will reignite these prayers. But they are most certainly welcome because they will help you on your journey to get closer to God and on your journey to fulfill whatever He has in store for you. Now, what I also want to talk about, well, let's stick to one thing at a time so I won't be bouncing around the place. So, being chosen, it means, well, let me give you an example. Let's say a man of this world, basically, that's not chosen. I'm going to use a random frat, let's say a random frat guy from college. He goes around, has sex with hundreds of girls. No one bats an eye. High fives all around. Maybe you'll get some grunts and whatnot from the community or whatever, or the school dean might suspend him temporarily for 2 weeks or something like that. Meanwhile, a chosen man or chosen woman, that's whatever scenario fits for you. But for me, it's me. Let's say I go around and I'm intimate with, you know, 5 girls, but all the attention is on me. And it's not just a community, but the entire city, the entire nation, country, the entire world. Everyone's like, I can't believe he did that. I can't believe he went and had sex with those 5 girls. Meanwhile, Jody, Brody, whatever you want to call this frat guy, I was just using a random frat guy as a example. Basically, the alpha male type esque jock, go on Tinder, hook up with all these chicks like it's nothing type of guy. No one bats an eye again. He can hook up with hundreds of girls in one night or whatever. Cool beans. Meaning while a chosen man, such as myself, can, you know, let's have sex with maybe just 5 chicks. Not all at once. Let's say different once every 2 weeks because I'm trying to look for a dating partner or whatever. And then out of nowhere, I got the attention of the entire world. It's like, something ain't right. So that's what it means to be chosen. You stand out of the crowd. And it's like, oh, okay. I think it's always been like that since I've been growing up. It always felt like the camera's been on me. Like, I'm not trying to have no ego trip or anything or be arrogant. I'm just being honest from my perspective. So growing up in school, I would notice people would be in and out of relationships. And I'm just like, okay, all right. Meanwhile, when I'm slowly trying to talk to a girl, it's going well for maybe a couple of weeks, maybe over a month. I finally get close, but it's always like these eyes are like, oh my God, I think they're finally going to get together. Meanwhile, David and Jesse over here, they've been together and in and out of relationships, and everyone's like, oh, cool. But That's what it means to be chosen. You know, you're going to notice a lot of eyes and you're center focused a lot. It can be annoying, but once you get to where I am in life with the Most High and basically confident who you are and you know whom you belong to, the Most High, God, Jehovah Jireh, you'll start getting used to the attention and you'll notice a lot of people giving you glances that you normally wouldn't get glances from. But I'm at a point where I'm happy, I'm okay. It's like, dang, if I go after somebody, it's like you're going to notice certain people either at your workplace, people at the mall, going downtown. If you go traveling at the airport, anywhere around the world, it don't matter where you live. If you're chosen by God, you're going to notice a lot of attention is around you. For me, I noticed this because it's just something I know. I've always known. Deep down in my soul, I have always known that I had eyes on me. Only till now, I have a lot of eyes on me now, but I'm okay with that. During my awakening period, I noticed a shift in the atmosphere. Like it felt like I was in a nightmare at first, but I slowly became aware, or I always knew for some reason. It's like a part of me just snapped, and I had awakened that self. What else does it mean for me to be chosen by God? As a chosen man of God, like David in the Bible, Job. It's Job, by the way, you fucking AI, pardon my language, but AI, each time I hear his name pronounced from the Bible, Job, not Job. It's the damn AI thing says Job. Anyway, spelled the same, but it's pronounced Job. Job, Joseph, just to name a few, Moses, Noah, all the great chosens in the Bible. That's not all of them, but some of them. They were chosen by God also. So they had a big mission to do. Big shoes to fill is what I meant. So as life continues, I'm going to lean on God as much as I can. Eventually, I'm going to have to let go because visually, I'm basically holding on to his leg. And he's looking down at me like, soon, son, you're going to have to let go because he's trying to push me away. He's not going anywhere from me, but he wants me to while he's watching me. And I'm like, okay, so doing these lives it's helping me. It's really helping me, use my voice more. But yeah, what it also means to be chosen by God is you're going to have a lot of opposition when you actually say yes to God. He gives you that option. Do you want to stay in the world? That means be a part of what everyone else is doing, or do you want to walk the hard road? It may be lonely, and it is. Trust me. I don't mind it though. There's a lot of hibernating type esque that you're gonna have to do. Some inner work, healing from tragedies that you've gone through in the past, things that you suddenly start noticing. Betrayal of friends, family, coworkers, people that you thought you knew for years, but you learned to heal them, move on. I did. Now I'm just like, random strangers that you don't know. Like, I could go to Afghanistan right now and I've never met Ishmael. I'm just going to use a random name that's probably not even authentic to the region, but Ishmael. And I'm like, I can be as friendly as you want. By the way, I'm super friendly. I shouldn't have to say that, but that goes without saying. I walk up to Ishmael, like smile on my face, like, hi, how are you doing? I'm Xavier Hill. And I'm just like, whoa, okay. Like, I didn't say nothing wrong. It's your energy. When you have a high anointing over your life, ordained by God, you're going to have a lot of opposition. And I've got a lot of opposition. I will usually use something from my past. Basically, again, I said it in my last live. I'm going to try not to be as vulgar as possible, but your boy was not a saint. I'm still working on myself. God's still working on me. But those campsites, you know, the nudie ones, we're adults here. At least I hope we all got adults here. If there's any kids, please leave. Anyway, again, I'm just going to stay on this topic just real briefly, but I've always known, fellas, when you're spanking the monkey or whatever, masturbating, yeah, you'll notice I noticed a lot of stuff, like the actions of these chicks. I'm just like, they're looking to the side, like, and I'm like, do they got a gun pointed at them or something? And I'm like, no. I said, that has to be Satan or these groups of enemies. And I'm like, okay, this is back during my awakening after I became chosen. I'm like, what the heck? I didn't have to say nothing, but I would notice it instantly. Just they probably don't even speak good English, because your boy do like Colombian woman and Spanish woman and whatnot. So, okay, again, I'm not going to stay on that too long, but I was at these campsites, and at this point, I really don't care to talk about my past, but I won't let it dictate who I am today. That's why it's good not to bring it up and dwell on it, but I'm using it as a example, basically. But anyway, I just knew they were on some, and I said, if this person that I'm looking at on the camera is way over in another country and I can pick up the energy through the screen that something's off, as if they could see what I'm doing, I started looking around. I'm like, oh, I'm really singled out. So it's not just here in Arlington, Texas, United States, that I'm a op against Satan's legion, if that's what I want to call it. It's across the world. That's when I first started figuring out that, hey, I'm chosen. I started listening to different angelic beings also to confirm what my suspicions were. Then I said, wait a minute. I still feel like I'm more than just that. I'm not trying to be egotistical again or arrogant. I said, I got to be more than that, because I started looking at it. I said, okay, there's chosen, then there's the chosen one. There were some chosen ones, again, in the Bible. I wish I had wrote some scriptures down. But David, he was chosen. There was King Saul, who was anointed also. But David was the chosen one to rule for those years. So there may have been chosens, but then there's the chosen one. Again, I'm not trying to be arrogant or anything. I'm just going by the signs, my spirit team confirming with the Most High God, and just things that's been happening in my life. I'm just saying. The music I listen to, the messages in it, it's all leading up to something big that God is doing, and it's for the best. My advice for everybody is to get close to God as much as possible, because he wants us to flourish. He wants us to all be happy. He wants us to be all Christ-like. So I'm working on it while maintaining my authentic self. This is my style right here. I also like an outlaw get up and whatnot. I might switch it up a little bit here and there, but for the most part, I got my own aesthetic. Like I said yesterday, some people try to jack my style, and I'm just like, it's okay. Because what happens when you try to jack someone else's style to mimic them and outdo them? Like I said, there's certain people, influencers or cosplayers or whatever. No hate from me. If you're trying to be competitive, though, that's where you mess up. If you're inspired, that's a whole different story. There's a difference from inspiration from your boy than competing with me. Because while you may have the numbers, I'll always have the glory and the righteousness. Again, that may come off as egotistical, arrogant, prideful. I'm just being honest. And I've noticed it a lot. I'm just like, okay, go on with your bad self. I'm good over here. But yeah, just a little bit about myself. But what it also means to be chosen for me. Some things I've noticed. Like, let's talk about love life. A little touchy. I'm not gonna get into too much detail though. So, growing up, young age, I would grow up, I would have a mindset of a grown man, or I would just know things as if I knew what would happen. I had a strong feeling about things also. Each time I tried to get into a relationship, something will always happen. The girl that I like, let's just say diamond in the rough type girl, 10 out of 10, beautiful. She would always get snatched up by a classmate or somebody else or something like that. It just seems like each time I was close to getting this beautiful girl, something would happen, and then it's like, heartache after heartache after heartache. And when I'm not trying to be rude, no one wants to be with someone that they don't find physically attractive. Let's just be honest. Whenever I would try to get with someone less than ideal that I wouldn't normally go for, because I would feel desperate. But you never want to, that's another thing. Never lower your standards. Know your worth. Not saying that less than less than desirables don't need love and affection. If they, let me put it this way. I know y'all seen those memes where it's always the penguin from Batman Beyond, Danny DeVito shaped character chicks or guys that always have the most to say. If they had the confidence in themselves to move throughout the world and have ambition and be godlike, that confidence can make them look like a 10 out of 10, believe it or not, provided with some aesthetics and whatnot. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just throwing out my personal opinion that may have been, that probably went across a little rude. I apologize. But just being honest, your confidence can speak volumes about yourself. Someone that's a 10 out of 10 can be a huge bitch. That's why you don't go for looks alone or lead with looks alone. But obviously, again, that plays a huge factor why guys more than girls go for certain people. Your boy also is working on it. But once you're confident, you know what you want. So don't lower your expectations also. But yeah, if those type of people had that kind of confidence in who they are, without being so mean spirited, easily 10 out of 10, just because that confidence and personality alone. For real. But yeah. So yeah, love life was something when I reflect back on my life from a young age up till now, it's always been something always will come along. I'll do good, like, okay, 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 bam. Okay, 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 bam. Hold up. And pause. Or hold up. There we go. Got a movie playing on in the background. Trying to pause it real quick. Ooh, that was close. Knocked over. Nope. Here, I also got this right here. That's the Heavenly Queen right there. That's the one I keep around my neck. Beautiful. I miss her, but moving on. I do believe in the resurrection, so I will see her again one day. But until then, I'm looking forward to bigger, better things. I still love her. That's why I have her around my neck as a memento. Because I spoke to God about her, and I use her as a staple of who I would go for. And they're like, you shouldn't look on the outside. I know. I'm going to check the girls who I move forward with by their works and connection to God. But obviously, as I said previously, you want to make sure they're to your liking. And your boy, again, I'm always going to bring it up. I like dating outside my race. I don't hate black women, by the way. I'm making that very clear. That means worldwide. Don't anybody, celebrity, influencer, cosplayer, creator, whatever, don't you come at me. don't you do it, because I don't have no hate for any of our women. I love them. I do. I just have my own preference. I say that because I know it makes a difference, because I am a chosen man of God. That anybody else say this, any man of the world say, oh, I like dating outside my race. It's like, okay, yeah, cool. But because of who I am, I have to clarify it, or I feel like I have to clarify it. Moving on, though, let's just keep it real. That's just me, okay? No disrespect over here. All right. I'm trying to think, what else does it mean to be a man of God, a chosen? So, love life will be attacked. Eyes on you. There's your confirmation also. Your abilities when you pray, manifest things. I'm trying to think what else. There's a lot more things, but I'm trying to wing it real quick. Something else. Yeah. Sometimes you won't notice things immediately. Sometimes you can sit back, pray, sit in silence, and then you'll reflect on certain people. Or you'll go through life at your work, job, working out, what have you, and you'll just randomly have a flashback or a vision. You'll get visions either determined from the Most High or from someone that's on your mind. Always pray about it when that happens. I do inner praying sometimes without using my mouth. And the answer usually comes by. I was just thinking about someone real quick before I clicked on my Facebook, and I was like, oh, she right there. I'm not going to say her name. She's gorgeous, by the way. Anyway, y'all don't even know who it is. Don't even worry about it. But yeah, I got her in my head right now. And But anyway, you'll notice once you figured out that you are a chosen man or woman of God, you'll start manifesting a lot of things when you start listening to your angelic team, whether they're on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, anything, any platform you listen to. You'll see signs, prayers, scriptures. Take it up with God to make sure that they are for you, though, because people will try to use the word of God against you. Because remember, Lucifer, Satan, he knows every word in the Bible, and he will use it to his advantage. So that's why you always want to pray and meditate and take it up with God, because people you think that are for you, they will deceive you. Because just remember, Judas, that's all I got to say. Just remember Judas. But remember, always test the spirit. Don't always assume that everyone is out to get you. But yeah, that's all I want to say for now. I'll be back on in maybe another 2 hours. I'll try to keep these a little shorter. Oh, before I go, I'll touch on this. I'm probably going to go over the time limit, but I'm going to try to keep these more shorter, because myself, anyone out there that tries to make content and you're trying to reach a specific person, me personally, I like short, sweet, and to the point. I get why some of y'all videos be longer, but me, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, that's all right. I usually like 10 minutes or less videos. I only say this because myself. Anybody else, though, you want to make the video 40 minutes, an hour, 30 minutes, or whatever, keep doing your thing. The right people will come. I'm going to try to keep these videos 10, 15 minutes. But yeah, that's about it. So to be a man of God, or a chosen man of God, pardon me, damn, my love life gets attacked, a lot of eyes on me, spiritual power, gifts, and just manifestations, blessings, just as a quick recap. But I hope y'all are having a good afternoon, and I hope y'all have an even better evening. All right. Y'all stay blessed, and love y'all. Godspeed and God peace. Peace be with you.